Say, do you know Christopher from Invesdor? I mean, Invesdor with a D and not a T. You don't know him yet? Well, we got to change that because Christopher is changing something. He's absolutely changing the way that impact investment will work in the future. How does he do that? Well, he democratizes impact investment. From now on, since Invesdor exists, you can invest in impact startups starting from 250 euros. So your grandpa can invest in impact startups. Your daughter, your sister, your hamster, everyone can invest. So this will multiply the amount of impact investment in the future. And they're already very successful. Christopher and his Invesdor team already collected over 900 projects and invested 500 million euros in. They have 190,000 investors behind them, and they got offices in Berlin, in Helsinki, in Vienna, and in Amsterdam. So they're growing fast. This is great. Now, what problem does Christopher have? Well, the only problem that Christopher or Invesdor has, it's not a problem, it's a challenge, is finding the right startups. Because if grandpa invests, he wants his money back because else he's not going to tell his friends. So the investments that Invesdor does have to be good, have to be profitable. They have to find the diamonds of the impact investment scene. They have to find innovative projects, good projects, great teams. So this is what they need. They need more good impact startups. How can they find them? Well, I suggest a very old networking strategy. It's called the weak tie strategy. What are weak ties? Weak ties is an expression developed by Mark Granovetter, I think in 1973, where Mark found that the best solutions always come from foreigners. So the best ideas don't come from your friends, your inner circles. You can understand that if you just compare that with your bubble. If you ask in your bubble for a good restaurant recommendation, for instance, what are you going to get? You're going to get the same restaurants that you know already. But if you ask other people, your outer circles, the weak ties, not the strong ties, they will tell you new restaurants. They will have new ideas because they come from other bubbles. So that's the weak tie strategy. Having events, inviting to networking events where you invite people that you haven't invited yet. So focusing on people that are not your people, inviting people from other bubbles. So regular meetings with people from culture scene, media, art, you name it. People who don't have anything to do with impact investment. And Christopher would see that by inviting people outside of the Invesdor bubble, he'll get contacts outside of that Invesdor bubble because those people have friends. So if you want to spread a message, if you want to strengthen your antennas outside, if you want to search things outside of your reach, then make contact with people who have outer contacts that you don't have, and then ask them to spread the message. The best strategy for Invesdor or anybody who needs new contacts, new lobbies, is this weak tie strategy. If you want to go deeper and know more, write me an email, let's have a Zoom chat, or just join Geeka and learn at 17 Academy, because we're doing impact networking here.